Shalom, Israel. My name is Officer Kayad, one out of I.S.U.P.K, Jamaica. I.S.U.P.K started 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I.S.U.P.K is run by Commanding General Yahanna, the one man with the rank and the authority to lead Israel at this time. I say, Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai Barakatam to my brothers. Yahweh Shamar Alatan, Ba'asham Yahweh Shai to my sisters. All right, so basically, you know what I mean, we have a cover a little. You know what I mean, it really trivial, but it have a more, what I call it now, spiritually significant meaning in terms of this scene. We as the children of Israel, we keep on doing this. You know what I mean? And we think it's a simple thing, but when you check it, is we basically giving away our culture to others. You know what I mean? Things that we work so hard to build and create. And I'm speaking no other than the story about Beenie Man. You know what I mean? Dancehall artists, all of them are entertainers. You know what I mean? They are not leaders. But you know what I mean? Entertainment and the dancehall culture and the reggae culture has been beneficial to our people, especially here in Jamaica. You understand? So I know something you can just give away because it get enough man out of poverty and all of them things there. You get me? But you know what I mean? May I speak about the scenario where dancehall artist, self-proclaimed dancehall king of dancehall, you know what I mean, crown, him basically, him do it in a trivial manner, you know, but it have a, as me say, it have a more deeper, you know what I mean, significance than, you know what I mean, just being played off as gimmicks, right? He basically crowned Stonebwoy, you know what I mean, that African dancehall artist, African culture vulture, the prince of dancehall. You know, him crown himself king, you know, so, you know what I mean, him there Africa now and for please the Edens, you know what I mean, what he did was to crown one of the Edens, them, the prince of a genre that he works so hard to help build, you know what I mean, not bearing in mind that you have a whole heap of other talented artists out here, you know what I mean, in Jamaica, who more than deserve that title, you understand? You understand? But this is, you know what I mean? This has been the errors that we make as a people, as the children of Israel. And we are going to play the tape, we're going to see what go on, and then we're going to jump into some scriptures to show you how in history we have done similar things and it has caused our downfall. You understand? But in the meanwhile, like the video, share, you know what I mean? Leave in the comments, you know what I mean, in the comment section. You see me?
1221, Ghana is making history, big history, big history. Tomorrow is 1221, unprecedented. The God.
Yeah, so what?
It's a father and a son relationship.
Yeah, what you talking about? It's about the king of dancehall and the prince of dancehall. Yeah. So he's.
You heard that? You heard that?
Oh.
The king and the prince.
Thank you.
The king of dancehall is speaking.
so it's my son. Yeah, so thank you.
That is the hair. That is the hair. The son, the hair.
I'm not fighting nobody. I'm not killing nobody. I'm not hanging nobody. Where's my son?
Straight away.
And he's showing his respect and he's showing his talent and he's showing his effort and his dedication to the music and he's showing his life to Ghana.
Legendary King, how do you find dancehall music coming from Africa, emerging from Africa?
What? That's why I did this song. Hey, Beenie Man, me and the girl them sugar. Same time when the girl them. But this is why I did this song. Come on, don't do that.
Yo, Ghana! Here's the King Legendary is here in Africa. Ghana, to be precise. It's like coming back home with his son, the Prince. It's about a big concert tomorrow, 21/12/21. Historic date on the calendar. King Zaga.
So, and then the argument, now the Prince there, no. What the argument, bro? All who not talk, them a girl. Yeah, hear me? Say something.
All right, so Accra International.
All right, so you know what I mean, as me say, it was done in a gimmick fashion. Of course, Beenie Man can't really crown nobody king, prince, princess, you know what I mean, a dancehall or nothing, right? But this is the honor that we give to the Edens when it comes to our culture. You understand? They come amongst us, learn our culture, and then they do it and them excel above us. You understand? Right now, that Ghanaian artist called Stonebwoy is making more money than any of our artists here in Jamaica. You understand? Because what? They have a bigger fan base over there in Africa. You know what I mean? So all them have to do is study our culture, you know what I mean, over the years, emulate it, you know what I mean, and then them rise above us and basically steal our culture. You understand? So what we are saying, you know what I mean? We are not saying Beenie Man and over dancehall, you know, but you know what I mean, that is just symbolic to our people on a whole and over our culture to the Eden because of the same attitude. You understand? It's the same attitude that and over our things them that are valuable to us, to the Edens, and them rise above us in it. And then we have to go back to them, you know what I mean, to make money off of our own thing. Like we Beenie Man do right now. We have to go back at Ghana in order to do stage shows. You understand? In order to make a money. Right now. See what I say? So that is the problem that we have as a people. We are too quick to give the Edens that which is valuable to us. You understand? Yeah, man. So we have, you know what I mean, we have a jump to a scripture which tell you about, you know what I mean, an incident where, you know what I mean, a king, you know what I mean, named Hezekiah in the Bible, in the First Kings, you understand? He basically did something similar. You understand? He did something similar, and you know what I mean, because of it, the entire nation, or you know what I mean, because of it, it helped to bring the entire nation into captivity. You understand? So this has been, as I say, our behavior when it comes to the Edens, when the Most High said to us that we should not make any covenants with the Eden, and because of the covenants that we make with these Edens, them, you know what I mean, them rise above us. You understand? And some might say, all right, watch this. Zane, Stonebwoy is an African, but we are African too. We are not Africans. It was Stonebwoy people who sold our people into slavery. You know what I mean? Stonebwoy couldn't make dancehall, you know what I mean, music without learning dancehall music from Jamaica. So if Stonebwoy was, you know what I mean, was of our people, right? Why couldn't he create a genre of music that was, you know what I mean, just as powerful as dancehall or reggae from over there in Africa, in Ghana? Why he had to take up, you know what I mean, the culture of the slaves over here, you know what I mean, in order to make himself great, if he was our people? The point of the matter is Stonebwoy is not our people, and these Africans, they are not our people. You understand? We have so many genre of music and culture out here in Jamaica, just in this small island. You understand? Our you know what I mean, African American or so-called African American, our Judite brothers in America do the same thing. You know what I mean? There's so many variety of culture and things that we create as a people. Our Mexican brothers do it. Our Central and South American brothers do the same. You understand? But these Africans, they don't do it. They don't do what we do. Why? Because guess what? They are not our people. And that we are trying to get to understand that these Africans are the one that sold us into slavery. We don't come from Africa. We come from Jerusalem, which is up in the Middle East. We are the children of Israel. We fled Roman persecution and fled into Africa, and those Africans sold us to our pursuers, the white man. And that is the reason why we over here in Jamaica and South Central and North America right now, they are not our people. But because we think they are our people, we give them our culture and they profit more from it. Now we are seeking to beg them in order to profit back from our culture in this time where we're in right now. It's sad. It's very sad, Bridget. All right, so we're going to jump to the story of King Hezekiah, where he made, you know what I mean, King Hezekiah was an Israelite. He was from the tribe of Judah. He is our people, right? He made the king of Babylon come and show the king of Babylon all his riches and all his wealth. And that same king of Babylon drag us into captivity because he showed the king of Babylon all the wealth of the nation. Those Babylonians, are the same Africans. You understand? So imagine if Beenie Man was a king, a real king. He would have been doing the same thing that King Hezekiah has done. You understand? Selling us out to these Africans, which are the Babylonians. So let me read. Zane, this is the book of 2 Kings chapter 20, where I start at verse 12. At that time, Berodach Baladan, the son of Baladan, king of Babylon, sent letters and a present unto his Hezekiah. Hezekiah is, you know what I mean, is the king of Israel, right? For he had heard that Hezekiah had been sick. Verse 13, and Hezekiah hearkened unto them and shewed them all the house of his precious things. Saying, so no more than these Babylonians, you understand, which are Africans, you understand, them, you know what I mean, them butter up King Hezekiah, you know what I mean, come as if they cared about him being sick and brought him presents. And our king now, Hezekiah, listen to them and show them all the riches, like what these Edens do when they come to Jamaica, the Japanese, you know what I mean, the white tourists, the Africans, when them come here, they want to learn how to dance, like they want to learn the dancehall, they want to learn the reggae, and the same thing, they want to see, you know what I mean, all our treasures what we have. Continue reading. And the gold and the spices and the precious ointment and all the house of his armor and all that was found in his treasures. There was nothing in his house nor in all his dominion that Hezekiah showed them not. So our king Hezekiah showed the Babylonians, which are the Africans, everything that was precious to us. You understand? Everything. So when them don't see all of the values and the precious, you know what I mean, things that of Israel, they know, the them I know become red, and what them decide to do now. Let me continue reading verse 14. Then came Isaiah the prophet unto King Hezekiah and said unto him, what said these men, and from whence came they unto thee? And Hezekiah said, they are come from a far country, even from Babylon. You understand? So them come from a far country, even from Babylon. See? Verse 15. And he said, what have they seen? So the prophet now investigate and I say, yo, where them money come from? And where you show them? Because our prophets were men of God, you know, and real men of God. You know what I mean? Them no play them things there, you know. Real men of God don't play them things that the prophet of the Most High, which are now in the I.S.U.P.K and a commanding general, Johanna. We don't believe in a giant in no Eden. You understand? The things that are precious to our people, we keep that within our people, within our family. We not sell it out for nobody. And that is the reason, you know what I mean, because of the lack of leadership where we have now as a people, you understand, is the reason why we lose with dancehall, or we are losing it, lose the reggae, lose the dancing, lose everything that is valuable to us. You understand? These Edens, them, you know what I mean? They scavenge off of our culture. You understand? But the prophets are the Most High, no play that. You get to me? I say, we here in the I.S.U.P.K and a commanding general, Johanna, like the prophet Isaiah, we don't play them games there. You understand? Continue reading. And Hezekiah answered, Slakia, and he said, what have they seen in thine house? And Hezekiah answered, all the things that are in mine house have they seen. There is nothing among my treasures that I have not shewed them. Verse 16. And Isaiah said unto Hezekiah, hear the word of the Lord. So you show them everything. Listen to what the judgment of the Most High know. Because the Most High know love everybody, you know. The Most High is only for Israel. And the king of Israel basically showed the enemies of Israel all of Israel's riches. Now the Most High are going to punish him. You understand? Continue reading. Behold, the day come, Slakia, and Isaiah said unto Hezekiah, hear the word of the Lord. Verse 17. Behold, the days come that all that is in thine house and that which thy fathers have laid up in store unto this day shall be carried into Babylon. So you see, everything where the children of Israel work so hard for, because you did this, everything I will get take away, Babylon. You understand? Continue reading. Nothing shall be left, saith the Lord. Verse 18. And of thy sons that shall issue from thee, which thou shalt beget, shall they take away. So even your children, these Babylonians are going to take away. You understand? You see these Africans, they are not like you, you know. You have a conscience. Them not have none. You understand? Them will take everything away from you. You understand? It was Africans who first enslaved us. You get to me, I say? Continue reading. From thee, which thou shalt beget. Let me read 18 again. And of thy sons that shall issue from thee, which thou shalt beget, shall they take away. So they are going to take away your sons. You know what I mean? Hezekiah's sons would have inherited the throne and become the king of Israel. They are going to take away them too. You understand? So we won't have any king because of this. Continue reading. And they shall be eunuchs in the palace of the king of Babylon. What does that mean? A eunuch is somebody that was castrated because them no want you have sex with the king's daughter, wife, nobody. So them castrate you and call you a eunuch. So he's a slave that can't have sex. That was the judgment upon Hezekiah's son. Continue reading. Verse 19. Then said Hezekiah unto Isaiah, good is the word of the Lord which thou hast spoken. Him says, this is good. Then, and he said, is it not good if peace and truth be in my days? That is selfishness. And that is the same selfishness that our leaders show. Because them want to make themselves rich in this time, them sell the generation to come because they will inherit peace and joy and riches in their time. And I basically the same thing Beenie do. Of course, Beenie is not a leader, but at the same mentality we have as a people. You know what I mean? Because Beenie man want to go on tour and tour Africa now, he might try please the Africans them by calling Stonebwoy, you know what I mean, the prince of dancehall. You understand? And in essence, you know what I mean, our brothers here in Jamaica who created the music, the young brothers who, you know what I mean, who are ears of the music, them are going to pay for that. Now the Africans, them are going to think them have a stake in a dancehall. And guess what them are going to do? Them are going to bar you. So because they are the ones, you know what I mean, doing the shows them now, just like the Japanese, they are the ones doing the shows now. You have to beg them for come and for them show. Our government done lock down dancehall and lock down every stage show already, you know. So we have no means of income in a dancehall, more than dub plate. You know what I mean? So these Edens, them are going to rise in our culture and then we are going to get cut off because of, like me say, you know what I mean? Beenie man is not a leader, but this is the mentality that our people have. You know what I mean? The most I say, we should be holy like how he is holy, you know. But because of the Christian church, and they think holy mean, you know what I mean, shining and, you know what I mean, and all them stupid things there. Holy just means separate. The most I know why you deal up with everybody. That is what holy mean. The most I tell you say, yo, don't two friend people, brother. See him like how your parents would have tell you say, yo, don't be friends with certain people. At the same thing the most I tell. Be holy. Separate. Don't do what everybody do and don't join people unto you. You understand? But we do that, I will pay for that. All right. So, you know what I mean? This is our nature as a people. And we suffer. All right. Watch this here now. We're going to jump to another book. The book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 3 to 4. We're going to read that. And this is a command from the prophet of the Most High, which is the word of the Most High. See? And it says, give not thine honor to another. So don't give your honor, the thing that make you honorable. Don't give it to another. See, continue reading. Nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. So the things them were profitable to you, don't give it to another nation. like dancehall, like the, you know what I mean, with culture, with spirit. Don't give it to these heathens. You understand? Because it is profitable unto you. It is what put food by your table. And it's so much more than with music that we have, that we give to these heathens. And they take it and we do without. You understand? And then we ball say, yo, boy, life rough. It rough because we join hands in hand with these heathens. So the scripture say, give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation. Continue reading. Verse 4, O Israel, happy are we, for things that are pleasing to God are made known unto us. So guess what, go on? We are happy because the things that please the Most High is made known unto us. The Most High never make them things they known to the heathens. You understand? He made it known unto us. So that is our happiness. That is our joy. But guess what we do? We give it to other people. You understand? Again, me say, leave in the comments. Let me know what you want to think. You understand? Remember to like the video. Pay on the tithes. You understand? Yeah, man. The I.S.U.P.K and the commanding general, your honor, are the priest of the Most High. Pay on the tithes. Not to the Christian church, but to us. You know what I mean? Share upon all social media platforms and subscribe to this channel. And with that, shalom.